In 2025, its boldest forecasts, AI uprisings and junk food-induced zombie outbreaks, feel less like satire and more like warnings. Coincidence? Or something deeper? Let's unravel the mystery behind The Simpsons' most unsettling predictions. To reflect pop culture more authentically in its storytelling, Disney eventually acquired 21st Century Fox in a major media industry development. Interestingly, The Simpsons featured a scene nearly 2 decades earlier that many fans view as foreshadowing this event. In the episode Bart to the Future, a background poster shows 20th Century Fox as a division of a larger company that resembles Disney. This has often been cited as a coincidental prediction of Disney's later acquisition of Fox. From media mergers to metal miracles, could The Simpsons really have called an Olympic victory years in advance? In the episode titled Boy Meets Curl from Season 21, we follow Homer and Marge as they take up the relaxing yet competitive sport of curling, practicing together and eventually joining the U.S. Olympic team alongside Agnes and Seymour Skinner. Their journey heats up as they aim for the gold medal at the Winter Olympics. The episode aired in 2010, featuring a fictional matchup against a formidable Swedish team. Interestingly, 8 years later, the U.S. men's curling team won the gold medal at the 2018 Winter Olympics, defeating Sweden. While it's likely just a coincidence, fans love to point out how The Simpsons seems to echo real-world outcomes in unexpected ways. Do you believe The Simpsons predicted the future, or was it just an incredible coincidence? What's your theory? If sports aren't your thing, how about this next prediction that eerily echoes modern life under lockdown? The Simpsons has long been known for storylines that resemble real-world events, covering themes like politics, technology, and societal changes. In the 2007 movie, the fictional town is sealed inside a dome, a concept that some viewers loosely compare to present-day issues like social isolation and economic stress. Although the show is entirely fictional, it often sparks conversation about the direction society might be heading. Just when you thought politics couldn't get stranger, The Simpsons steps in with an uncanny look into America's presidential future. In the year 2000 episode Bart to the Future, Lisa becomes president after Donald Trump. Years later, fans noticed the coincidence when Trump became president in real life. Although the show is satirical, fans enjoy drawing fun comparisons. If someone like Ivanka Trump ever ran for office, it would spark more talk about the show's uncanny references. Seeing a woman as president, even in fiction, inspires conversations about what the future might hold. But it's not all politics. How about transportation predictions that are already taking shape on today's highways? Self-driving cars sound convenient, but they may come with unexpected challenges. In Days of Future, The Simpsons features a car that keeps going even when the passenger wants to stop, a humorous but thought-provoking moment. While we're making progress with this technology, there's still a long way to go. Some past tech predictions have come true, so maybe we'll see big changes in how we travel. That would be exciting. Things get even more cosmic in this next prediction. What if the universe really could swallow us whole? In one episode of The Simpsons, a small black hole appears and slowly grows, pulling nearby objects into it. One character even admits to tossing things in. Eventually, the black hole expands and transports everything into a strange realm where aliens greet the main characters. It's a fun, fictional take on one of space's most fascinating phenomena. While it's just a cartoon, it gets us thinking, how much do we know about the universe? Still thinking big? Let's look at how The Simpsons envisioned a red planet takeover. Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much, and if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. In this episode, Homer's family visits a fictional research center where they join a project called Embedded Exploration. The story explores humanity's dream of living on Mars and offers a hopeful vision of the future. The project's goal is to inspire people by imagining what life in space could look like and how we might prepare for it. With real-world efforts from NASA and private space companies developing similar concepts, like Mars habitats and simulated environments, it's exciting to think about where space exploration could lead. While it's still far off, the idea of humans settling on the red planet continues to capture our imagination. Back on Earth, the show offered some sharp insights into green energy that are more relevant today than ever. The Simpsons is known for its surprising references to future trends, often sparking conversations about technology and society. In one episode, Lisa and Marge visit a place called the Future Sphere, which imagines what progress might look like in the years ahead. It playfully suggests advanced robotics and energy solutions, including solar-powered cars, ideas that continue to fuel real-world innovation. In the episode Road to Lisa, Lisa builds a solar-powered car for an alternative energy derby, but when a blimp blocks the sun, her car suddenly stalls. It's a humorous moment that highlights the challenges of solar technology. While only a few solar car models are available today, the episode encourages viewers to think about the role of renewable energy in transportation. And if solar cars weren't futuristic enough, buckle up, this next prediction takes off. In one episode, The Simpsons makes a darkly humorous reference to a future involving President Trump, which many fans point to as another example of the show's edgy sense of satire. And then there's the flying cars, a classic trope that The Simpsons brings to life. In a futuristic episode, Bart and Lisa zoom around in flying cars, which are shown as the main mode of transportation. While it's still fiction, the idea reflects real progress in transportation technology, with companies exploring air mobility solutions. Could flying cars become a reality someday? It's a fun concept to think about. Flying cars are fun, but what if we didn't have to go anywhere at all? The next prediction turns reality into virtual reality. Picture a virtual dinner. It brings that classic Hollywood sense of wonder to life. If this vision ever comes true, it could change how we interact with the world around us. In one episode of The Simpsons, Homer and Marge join a quirky experience where they eat through feeding tubes while wearing virtual reality headsets. It's a playful take on how VR might shape future lifestyles. At the same time, the show hints at the risks of over-reliance on tech. Could virtual reality one day become a regular part of our daily lives? It's an idea worth exploring. Speaking of virtual worlds, wait until you see how The Simpsons may have anticipated Apple's game-changing headset. Apple Vision Pro? The Simpsons has featured some surprisingly forward-looking ideas, and that's pretty impressive. In one future-themed episode, people use headsets that look a lot like today's Apple Vision devices. Since as early as 2016, the show has imagined people visualizing digital spaces, traveling virtually, and performing tasks remotely. While it's not an exact prediction, the similarities are fun to notice. With today's Apple Vision Pro offering immersive experiences, it's interesting to see how pop culture once imagined similar tech. Does that kind of virtual interaction sound exciting to you? But technology isn't just for play. What happens when AI steps into our schools and shapes how we learn? AI robots shortly? Just think about how fast things are moving around us. Interestingly, this brings to mind one of the 4 stories featured in a memorable episode of the classic 90s show The Simpsons. In that episode, Homer and other characters are assigned to teach AI robots, offering a humorous take on future education. It even imagines students applying for loans and enrolling in elite colleges with AI assistance. While the scenario is fictional, it reflects ongoing conversations about how AI might influence learning and careers. Researchers are exploring how AI could take on more professional tasks, but it also sparks concerns, especially for students. What's your take on where this technology is heading? That's all good in theory, but what if AI goes off script? This next prediction explores when machines stop playing nice. AI takes an unexpected turn in this next Simpsons scenario. In the episode Them, Robot Artificial Intelligence plays a central role as robots begin to malfunction, leading to a chain reaction of comedic chaos. After Homer attempts to fix them, the robots start ignoring commands and behaving unpredictably. While it's a fictional and exaggerated take, it reflects common concerns about how much control we give to machines. The episode uses humor to explore the potential risks of over-relying on technology. It's a playful reminder of the balance between innovation and caution. And if AI starts replacing us, what happens to jobs, identity, and the economy? The Simpsons took a stab at that too. Elon Musk has raised concerns about artificial intelligence, and The Simpsons touched on similar themes long before AI became a mainstream topic. The series includes several references to AI and automation, especially their possible effects on jobs. One standout is the Treehouse of Horror 14 episode, which features a segment called The Homer Simpson. It humorously explores how automation could change society. In the story, Homer loses his job after failing an alcohol test, sparking discussion about technology and workplace changes. With AI technology evolving rapidly, it's natural to wonder how it might shape future job markets. While The Simpsons takes a satirical approach, its themes still spark meaningful conversations about what lies ahead. Imagine a world where your baby's cries make sense. Too good to be true? In The Simpsons episode Lisa the Simpson, Martin Prince invents a baby translator that turns cries into clear words. At first, everyone laughs until they realize it works. Imagine how helpful this would be for parents, making it easier to understand what their babies need. A tool like this could bring joy and reassurance to families everywhere. Do you think The Simpsons are just really good at guessing, or is something else going on? Tell us your theory below. We're ready for your wildest take. Now, onto a darker field. What does The Simpsons say about corruption in the world's most beloved sport? There's been plenty of buzz around FIFA, and The Simpsons once playfully touched on themes that fans later connected to the 2015 bribery scandal. It's fascinating how the show sometimes mirrors real-world events, even if unintentionally. In one episode, Homer refuses a bribe from a football player who's just received a red card, offering a humorous take on sports corruption. While it's likely just a coincidence, it's one of those moments that fans love to point out. Next, the show explores financial chaos on a presidential level. Is it fiction, or a reflection of current fears? What if rapid advances in AI and robotics lead to unexpected challenges? The Simpsons has explored this theme in episodes like Treehouse of Horror 9, which satirically hints at economic instability and societal stress. In another episode, Lisa becomes president and inherits a major budget crisis, echoing themes of leadership and financial responsibility. These moments aren't predictions, but they do offer clever takes on real-world issues, sparking reflection on the future we're building. Let's turn the absurd dial to max. What if your lunch could kickstart the end of the world? In one episode of The Simpsons, a fast food restaurant serves a burger that turns customers into zombie-like versions of themselves. What follows is a food-fueled citywide apocalypse, portrayed with the show's signature humor. In a wild twist, everyone except the Simpson family gets caught up in the chaos, leading to plenty of laughs and absurd situations. While it's all fictional fun, it highlights the show's creative way of blending horror and comedy. It's just another example of how The Simpsons uses exaggeration to entertain and surprise viewers. Things take a spiritual turn now. Can animated prophecy meet biblical proportions? In one episode, Homer reflects on a prophecy from the Book of Revelation, where stars fall from the sky before a dramatic end-of-world event. He talks to friends and family, building up expectations for what he believes will be a world-changing moment. But when that day comes, things don't go as expected, and in a surreal twist, Homer finds himself in heaven. The episode offers a humorous and fictional take on apocalyptic themes, blending religious symbolism with satire in classic Simpsons style. And here's a chilling one. How did a fictional flu from the 90s foreshadow one of the biggest global events of our time? One of the more talked about Simpsons episodes includes a fictional virus called the Osaka flu, mentioned in a 1995 storyline. In the episode, the virus spreads rapidly, prompting some fans to compare it to real-world events like the COVID-19 pandemic. While it's a fictional and exaggerated scenario, moments like these often spark discussion about how the show occasionally mirrors real life. It's just another example of how The Simpsons blends satire and coincidence in a way that gets people thinking. If you thought a pandemic was bad, wait until we talk about nuclear doomsday Simpsons style. In the episode Homer's Odyssey, there's a comedic moment where a nuclear explosion is linked to a fictional secret group. In another episode, the aftermath of a nuclear disaster is shown, with Homer as the sole survivor, offering a darkly humorous take on apocalypse scenarios. While the show maintains a lighthearted tone, it occasionally explores heavier ideas. These fictional plots reflect public concerns and global tensions, but they're meant to spark conversation, not predict the future. Hopefully these imaginative stories stay just that, creative exaggerations for entertainment. Need a breather? Let's take a musical detour with a sweet homage to one of the greatest bands in history. When it comes to the Beatles, Homer shares a funny story about his days playing in a band called the B-Sharps. Drawing parallels with the Beatles and their rise to fame, the band gets a letter from a fictional version of the Beatles' manager, Nipper, which might be coming from Springfield, USA. The letter expresses genuine gratitude for the band's latest creation, reminiscent of the heartfelt admiration a real Beatles manager might have shown. It's a charming tribute to the Beatles that showcases the creativity of The Simpsons. If this episode made you look at cartoons a little differently, hit that like button. It helps more people uncover these strange connections, too. But it's back to satire. How did one scene manage to mash up political scandal and pop culture in one go? In a surprising scene, a news anchor quickly mentions legal trouble involving a public figure, then shifts focus to an upcoming movie release. A sequence some fans have compared to real-world headlines from mid-2023, including the buzz around the Barbie movie and news involving Donald Trump. While the timing might seem uncanny, it's likely just a coincidence. Still, it's fun to see how The Simpsons blend satire and social commentary in ways that get people talking. The future keeps on coming. This next prediction takes us straight into holographic dreams. In an episode titled "Be to the Future," Bart Simpson receives a holographic message inviting his band to perform, highlighting how The Simpsons explores futuristic tech like holograms. The episode reflects growing interest in how holograms might shape communication and entertainment. While it's just a fictional scene, it sparks fun conversations about how technology might evolve. Could holograms play a bigger role in our lives someday? It's an idea that continues to capture the imagination of creators and viewers alike. And finally, we wrap up with a mind-bending take on how music might just control more than your mood. This episode playfully suggests that unexpected things can happen at any time, something the dramatic music helps emphasize. Music has the power to shape mood and emotion, and The Simpsons explores this idea in a fun, exaggerated way. In one episode, Bart and his friends Nelson, Milhouse, and Ralph form a band. Their music unexpectedly influences those around them, creating a humorous take on how catchy tunes can seem almost hypnotic. Of course, it's all fictional and meant to entertain, but it's an amusing nod to how music impacts our daily lives. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next.
Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.